Alright guys, hey, it's me Frog Slicer. I have some old replays from when I first made my Nurse Burn deck. I think it was immediately after Ribbit 2. And I remember them being interesting, so I figured I'd just go through and record games of me looking through them. A lot of them are bad, but, you know. So you guys seem to like the Nurse Burn stuff, and, there's more to it than that one game I showed off, so here we are. So luckily with these, I don't have to fast forward them like I do with the Gotham's Frog stuff. These games are much faster and much more straightforward. But here I'm playing, it looks like some sort of Chaos Frog Monarch deck that doesn't seem like anything special, but little does he know he's also playing another deck that doesn't seem special. And I figure, like, hey, worst thing you could have here is a Caius. So I'm just going to summon Sangan, get 1,000 damage in, and then, if he summons a Caius, I can Brain Control, swing back with it, and then Nurse Burn for lethal. Best case scenario, he just does almost nothing, and I just like slowly get there or something. But yeah, so he does the worst case scenario thing. No big deal. I just wanted 1,000 damage. I'm not gonna die here, so it doesn't matter. And I'll eat that clean 3,400 damage. And he actually is feeling really comfortable. I think I remember him saying something here. Let's see. Yeah, I hit him with the thinking. I usually do this. I don't want to slam my cards down and be like 100 off lethal. So, yeah, but he says Kai is too good. So, but yeah. So what we have a Caius and a Nurse. We could be playing around Trag and Battle Fighter and Gores and stuff. But I think the way you play around the way you play around Gores in a burn deck is you swing with your big guys first just to get the damage in that you need to. But just being able to get in 3,800 damage from combat is just insane with this deck, because yeah, you guys see how much damage I have. So once his turn starts, I think I always do at the end of the standby phase. I'm just gonna flip up all my cards and win. Oh yeah, I just chain it to the Treeborn because it doesn't matter. Like typically you'd want to just desserts or something, but and I do it in such a way that if he has Book of Moon, I try to do it in such a way that if he has Book of Moon, I still kill him. So in this case, like if he has a book or something, I'm getting chain links for my face down chain strike. Yeah. Let's see, I didn't even show him the gift card. Okay, so we get a rematch, and I distinctly remember wanting to skip this game. I think all he does is summon a lad against me, so we're just gonna. So I lose the second game because Light and Darkness Dragon counters silly strategies like this. And here's the third game. I don't get to go first again. And he actually has Battle Fader. Wow. I think I also think I mess up pretty bad in this game. So it's okay to play Upstart before your Nurse. You really can't afford to do more than one. But, if you draw a triple gift card, that 9,000 damage right there. Allure is pretty bad here too. Luckily, he's playing a pretty slow deck. If I was playing against Vayu Turbo or something, I would just lose flat out. But we're taking it nice and chill here. There's a lot of potential damage. If we just grind out these games, I can do a lot of damage with the Secret Barrel and Just Desserts. He's not really going to go wide, so Secret Barrel's going to do a lot. But here I have it. So the moment I touch a Nurse, I have extra to kill him through chain links. I think that's actually one of the misplays I make. I think I get a Nurse and alert away. So redundancy for Blackguard's nice for discard traps, which he has. Because yeah, I guess you could do it in the battle phase. It's just nice because the field spell is a big part of enabling, especially like Just Desserts and stuff. But having redundancy is really good too. And I don't think he does anything right away here. I think he just lets it sit. So I don't know if he realizes, but if he summons anything, I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of creatures that pad out my life. But he has really good cards against Burn right now, so I guess I'm just playing it really safe now. And again, we're just overkill. So we're just drawing Burn spells. And we're not afraid enough to YOLO Allure, so we're just waiting it out. It looks like, he could be using Thestalos and poking and stuff. I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking. So we draw the Nurse. And I guess, it would have been silly to slam this down, because he has an answer. If I summon this, then he would just Phoenix Wing it. So I suppose, my deck at this point, I have all the gas I need. So my deck is so many ways to search for a Nurse Reficule. So what do we got? We got 3 Tomatoes, 2 Lone Fires, and a Sangan, and 2 more Nurses in there. So it's something like a 1 in 4 chance I'll draw something for any individual draw. So with Allure, that's nice. And then yeah, I get to get some Chain Strike value, which is making up for that upstart. Especially since I have this stuff, I need to clear out this back row. So just getting a little bit of value out of the Chain Strike's nice. And here we're just hoping that we draw, not that, hoping we draw a Lone Fire or a Tomato. But True Nade's nice, so at least when we actually go for it here, it's going to do something. But it's not going to be this turn. Go ahead and thin our deck to maximize our odds, and who cares that my opponent knows what I'm doing and that I already have a blackguard. Yeah, it's just odd he's not doing anything, but I guess that's the whole Monarch. The people like to play Monarchs, they like to be reactive, and that's why Hero Frogs is so good. So yeah, we just set these because these are actually chainable, and I think if he was smart, he'd probably blow both of these and send me back a turn. But yeah. Wow, 2 Phoenix Wings. Okay, yeah, here's another mistake I make. I'm pretty sure I should just like slam my cards down and set the Morphing Jar, but I'm not sure if I do that. Oh, I do nothing. That's not a big deal. Since I have True Nade, I can protect my Blackguard, and he's shown that he doesn't have anything. And, you know, unless there's a Solemn back here in your Frog deck, I'm comfortable just biding my time. Because Morphing Jar would almost certainly enable him to start actually attacking me next turn. So whatever he's got, I'm okay with him having so far. And yeah, he just stuns me for a turn, but his play dictates that doesn't really matter. Okay, so he drew Mobius, and I guess maybe that's what he was waiting for. That's okay on his end. Actually, it isn't as bad as I remember. Just not necessarily the way to play against my terribly slow hand. And get whacked for 24. And here we go. Finally what we need. So we're halfway through our deck, and we finally get the the way to get going. So this is the trick. Summon a Black Garden. We're going to summon a Lone Fire. Give them a token. Sack the Lone Fire for another Lone Fire. Give them another token. It's nice. It saves a little bit of time if they can summon their own tokens, but it's not that big a deal to do it this way. And this Mystic Tomato, he comes in with half attack, so he has 700 attack, so I can suicide into these 800 attack tokens and only pay 100. It doesn't really matter. I don't have to thin my deck for this, but this could just be a nurse, but I think I end up just getting all the tomatoes and stuff here. Borderline bad manners, but I think this game's just kind of a silly shit show anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's kind of how all these games go. You're just kind of like banking on their fear, or just getting really good draws. Like here, I get to actually kill him with triple gift card, which is really neat. And again, I'm like playing around instant speed stuff, like a Book of Moon or something. So I take it real slow. So I do end of standby, and I let this resolve. I don't chain these to each other. Because if he lets it resolve, then if he had a response for this next one, then I could chain the last one to kill him. So, yeah. Yeah, and I think I remember the game we skipped, game 2, he had Thunder Dragons in his deck. So I thought he might even be playing my Godham's Frogs deck because he's playing Frogs with Thunder Dragons. But he's just playing like a grindy Chaos Frog deck, which could be a neat idea, but neat ideas only get you so far when I got 3 gift cards and a nurse. So I'm going to probably not take this advice. And yeah, that's it for this game. Thanks, guys.